Fala galera, beleza? Meu nome é Nathan e hoje vamos para mais um vídeo de Biomutant aqui no canal. Lembrando que se você está curtindo a série, não esqueça de deixar o seu like, que isso ajuda demais o canal. E de me seguir lá na Twitch também, para não perder nenhuma live, que eu tenho feito lives aí do Dark Souls 3, de Biomutant também. Fiquem com o vídeo. Um Cérbero.
Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time.
Clássico coisa escondida atrás da cachoeira. Que parece bosta. Pegamos um kit médico. Esperava mais. Mas tá bom.
That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake.
O cara destruiu o vilarejo. A água tá bonitinha.
Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
Porra de bicho é esse? Não, pô, um morto.
He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
Aura, seu equilíbrio interior são duas metades que formam o todo e fluem por todas as coisas. Em alguns momentos se pode manifestar seu equilíbrio interior por meio de ações escolhidas nos diálogos. São poucos os que sempre agem da mesma maneira. Nós somos a somatória de nossos atos e escolhas. O equilíbrio das suas ações que é seu alinhamento de aura, que afeta o diálogo com outros personagens. Pelo jeito dá pra ser mal mesmo.
He worries there
E
won't be
bom
much
também.
left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
Interagir com os reféns de santuários psionicos concede pontos psionicos, que podem ser usados para liberar poderes psionicos. Poderes só podem ser liberados ao atingir o equilíbrio interior necessário de escuridão ou luz.
He can't understand why you'd do such a thing. He won't make it out of here on his own.
Que foi
Good
isso?
work, clever clogs. Let me guide you into the dark.
Ah, you're too sharp to fall for that. Let me guide you into the light.
Wait, what? No, you were off to such a
Por que
great
ele deu um
start.
soco no
I
cara?
always knew you had a good heart.
Just think of yourself, would you? The world is ending.
Não entendi. Você ganhou um ponto psionico. Use para desbloquear poderes no menu. Alguns poderes bloqueados de aura, os pontos psionicos, poderes da sua cor de aura, tá? Cavalo.
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important. Out-of-Date knows you'll make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there's two nearby. The Jagni tribe is likely to be your primary choice as they seek to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war.
Tá. Tem duas tribos.
The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the world
Caralho.
Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Eu conheço a frase de algum lugar.
Out of date. He believes the tribe Sifus, Jagni especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. In Jagni's case, letting the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life is part of their plan. They believe a cleansing is the only way the world can be saved. He'll be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do.
Tá bom. Tá. Ganhei um ponto. Rastrear missão. A missão atual iniciou, tá. Eu quero vir pra cá. Diário tem as missões, né?
Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Points out that the Sifu has a tight schedule, but is willing to let you in and find out if he has an open slot.
Sipi? Lapanen aginkanman. Geratna falo hutut mus. Tugai la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace.
Pacifista.
The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you. He heard you took out-of-date side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in helping your next, and that's something you have in common.
Hello?
He's convinced you've returned for a reason, and is glad you chose to come here. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. Says there has to be some dark so that light can prove its purity above it, and promises this will happen if you help them unite the tribes, defeat the World Eaters, and save the Tree of Life.
Aliás, com Mirad, eles querem unir as tribos para derrotar e salvar a Árvore da Vida. Cuidado, define o objetivo final do jogo para salvar a Árvore da Vida. Escolha dos destinos? Tá. Ou seja, escolhemos um dos finais do jogo no momento.
And is thankful you know what's right. That's a sign of strength. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe. The Jagni tribe may believe that fear and hatred will lead them to domination. A vanquisition of the tribes and destruction of the Tree of Life won't be the restart they want. It's just an end to everything.
Aí, Temos as mãos, estamos com aliança com
Their
Myriad.
kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war.
Tá.
They might bring them war, but they'll never take away their inner peace. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of.
Tá. Momento estilo Far Cry. Tomar pontos de controle.
He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
O maluco tem uma armadura
Even though
legal.
you don't share their values, they hope you'll lead with mercy. The outcome of this war is up to you. Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon.
Tá bom.
Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again. They passed the point of no return as their words lost power and see no other way forward than using violence to combat violence. Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good. Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help. Even though it's now a different place from a different time, it is a place that'll make you remember.
Tá bom. Entendimo. Se juntamos aos maias aqui contra os japoneses. Sim. Sei lá, Rocket Raccoon. Ih, rapaz.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred.
Tá. Vamos derrotar o Wonk. Nossa, ele é forte pra porra. Nossa. Não parece tão derrotável assim. Eu acho que eu consigo do mesmo jeito. Ai! Caralho. Caralho, ele dá 2 golpes. Não era pra ter acertado essa. Boa. Boa. Agora eu não acertei o ladinho exato. Agora eu errei a roladinha. Já era. Nível 3. Matamos o bichão. Saboroso. Viscoso, mas saboroso. Tá, não era o diário que eu queria entrar. Personagens. Vamos subir de nível. Acho que tá na hora de subir a vitalidade, será? Subir a vitalidade. Com a dureza do aço. A gente ganhou ponto de aprimoramento e ponto de mutação. Megamente, regeneração daqui aumenta em 20%. E a geral, chance de persuadir, velocidade de movimento e suas montarias. Temos montaria, sim. Acabou de responder, ó. Vamos lá. Bora. Equipamento, ganhei mais item de cura, né? Saboroso. Tá, até agora eu não sei muito pra que serve esse grilo, nem de onde ele veio, nem pra onde ele vai. Tinha alguma coisa pra gente ver aqui, ó. Um baúzinho. Kit de energia pequeno.